Welcome to Podcast on TechNation. This is a series of podcasts focused specifically on the biomedical and HTM industry. Episodes will be added monthly. Listening to each episode is eligible for 1 CE credit from the ACI. At the conclusion of this episode, you will be able to access a link that will take you to a quick survey. You will be able to download your certificate once you submit the survey. Before we begin today's podcast, I'd like to invite you to save the date for our upcoming MD Expo. We will be in Temecula, California from October the 11th to the 13th. Please visit mdexposhow.com for event details and registration information. Podcast on TechNation would like to thank our sponsor, Multi Medical Systems. When you're in the business of protecting the health of patients, you don't have time for malfunctioning medical equipment or dull surgical instruments. You need a reliable partner that can provide expert repair and planned maintenance to ensure you have patient-ready equipment that meets or exceeds OEM guidelines and regulatory requirements. For more information, visit multimedicalsystems.com. In this episode, we are joined by Jennifer Nichols, Division VP of Trimedx, and Karie Heiselt, Managing Member QRS Solutions. They will discuss CMIA Connect and why you should attend.
Hello again, it's Sherelle with HTM Insider, brought to you by Multi Medical Systems. Really excited about our episode today. We have some very special friends on, Jen Nichols of Trimedx and Karie of QRS. They are some of the event gurus behind the magic at CMIA Connect. We've got this screen up today because I really want you guys to take a look at it. I want you guys to go to www.cmiaconnect.org. That's where you're going to find this page. Why is this important? Because you need to register and buy your tickets. Because there's only so many spots available. We want to make sure that you have a spot. Only a few days left, so jump on this today, guys. So you're going to go to this website, and you're going to see where it says buy tickets. So you click on buy tickets, and it's pretty easy, step by step. Really easy to purchase your ticket. You can go for one day, you can go for both days. There's a lot of great things going on. There's food that's provided at some of the events. A lot of prizes given to you by the exhibitors. So up there at the top of the page, you can click on exhibitors. Now, what is an exhibitor? It's the vendors. You want to go around and meet these vendors. There's a lot of job openings. There's a lot of networking going on. And you really want to stop by and check out these booths. Most of these booths will be offering prizes as well. So you want to make sure you enter at those locations. And of course, Multi Medical Systems will be there. We're so happy to sponsor this event. It's so great to have this back in person. Then another thing you want to check out is the event schedule. What are you going to do? When are you going to do it? When do you need to be there? And you can go through there and scroll. It's very well put together. You can find the classes, click on the classes, see what that class is about, and kind of plan your day out if you want to. If you change your mind, you could change your mind that day on the spot. You're welcome to come to any of the classes. They're open to everyone that attends the CMIA conference. Now, if you want to know more about the speakers or the keynote speakers, you can click on keynote speaking right there at the top. We even have Herman McKenzie. He's always great. And yours truly will be delivering a keynote speech as well at a lunch event. One of the other things you can look at is, where am I going to stay? If you're not local to Sacramento, we do have a host hotel, the Grand Sheraton, but there's many hotels nearby, and maybe you could carpool, share a room with a couple of people to reduce cost, but it's really worth your time and your effort to come to this conference. There's a lot of CEU credits available. You could check out Sacramento. A lot of the vendors host dinners and networking events, as well as the networking events also with CMIA. And you don't want to miss the awards schedule. So after you check that out, if you have any questions, Jen, Karie, or myself are here to help. So we're going to dive in today about this conference. Jen and Karie have been doing it for a lot of years. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce my dear friend, Jen Nichols. Jen Nichols, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Jen Nichols. I'm the Division Vice President for Trimedx for the Pacific Division. I cover the territory from Kansas to the Pacific Ocean. And my CMIA hat, I am the conference chair for CMIA Connect. This is my 10th year doing that for CMIA.
And Karie?
Yes, I am Karie with QRS Calibrations. I am the managing member at QRS Calibrations. And I'm also, for my CMI hat, I am the treasurer for state.
Excellent. And that's what we're talking about today. Guys, if you're in California, we're talking about CMIA, California Medical Instrumentation Association. What is that? It's a place where biomeds in California get together. It's a biomed association here in California. My CMIA hat, well, I just fill in where Jen tells me to and what Karie needs. So, anyways, ladies, we're going to get started today. Just talk about the nuts and bolts of CMIA. Where is it at, Jen? What day is it? What time is it? And how do you register?
Sounds good. So CMIA is a nonprofit organization with the mission of really dedicated to promoting the education and furthering the career of biomeds in the state of California. And anybody outside of California is welcome to attend. Come work for us in California would be awesome. We do an annual conference about every 2 years. So this year we are meeting in Sacramento. The conference will start on Thursday, September 29th with a industry tour at Block Imaging, which will include hands-on PM for either a mammo or a CR. Friday, we've got a whole lineup of education for you, as well as Saturday. So we have over 30 speakers with 45 CEUs available. We have 3 keynotes, Friday lunch, Friday dinner, Saturday lunch, that will get CEUs for you as well if you have a certification to renew this year. We have Yadine David. We have Sherrill is actually one of our keynotes as well here, and then Harmon McKenzie as well from the Joint Commission. Have an outreach event that we've also inspired part of our education of molding the future of biomeds. And so we'll be doing an outreach event for at least 60 biomeds in the Sacramento area. And that'll be at ERD and Rancho Cordova. The overall mission, again, is to provide education. So it's a 2-day event. You can come Thursday, stay through Sunday. The wrap up this year is a casino night for all biomed. So that's going to be a fun networking event. It's the first time we've been back in person in about 2 years. That'll be a great place to connect with new friends and old. If you want to register, you just go to cmiaconnect.org and there's a link there to register. You can buy your ticket online. We have an app for the conference. You can see all the speakers, all the CEOs. One of the great things about our platform is you'll be given CEU at the conference and they'll be transferred to CMIA platform where you can then just kind of report for any certification you have. So it's going to be a great event. Hope you could make it. But really, again, our focus is education and network.
So, what website? Where do they go to find us?
CMIAconnect.org, or if you go to CMIA.org, if that's easier to remember, then you can find the link to get there. You'll see a big picture of the bridge in Sacramento, the highlights. You know, you hit the right page there. We're on a 30-day countdown, so register now, get your hotel, all the information there. And it's a great platform for vendors as well who will be exhibiting. I forgot to mention, we do have an exhibit hall full of vendors. We'll have about 50 vendors in attendance before CMIA. So we appreciate all the vendors that are coming out, but we look forward to having them in the exhibit hall. There'll be 3 hours of that on Friday afternoon, and then again, 3 hours for Saturday morning interaction.
Great. Karie, tell us, why should a vendor attend CMIA or any of the biomed associations across the United States? What's the benefit that you at QRS get out of these type of conferences?
As a vendor coming to the conferences, you get face-to-face interaction with the customers from every day. You also get to see and live in their world of education, of CEUs, of camaraderie and benefits that they can get from coming together and promoting the biomed world. and the ways to keep promoting new people into the environment for vendors and biomeds alike to keep the industry growing.
I love it. I love the laughs. I love the crazy dance floor that sometimes comes up. We are not the best dancers in this industry, but we try. This is true, right, Jen?
It's true.
Yeah. So, what about students? If you're going to school right now, because I know we have American River College up in Sacramento that has a biomed program, should a student attend and why?
From my perspective, a student should attend for a couple reasons. One, they'll get a better understanding of what biomed is. They'll meet people in the industry that they can network with. There's potential employers that will be attending as well. And it gives them a perspective of what a day in a biomed would look like with all the classes, the different training, networking. And I think it gives them a perspective of where they can go to find help, where they can go to find a network. And it's not a one-time thing. Don't make connections here that you'll keep for years after the conference. CMIA is an organization across the state. As you mentioned, we have 8 chapters. So in addition to this conference, each of the chapters holds bi-monthly meetings in a local area, whether it's Inland Empire, San Diego, LA, Sacramento. So they'll have a place to continue that partnership and that networking after the conference. And if you're a student, we also have the outreach event, which is free of charge. That is Friday afternoon, again at ERD. There'll be a rotational program that we offer that'll be 4 to 6 hands-on sessions. And you'll get to enjoy a panel of current leaders in the industry as well that'll be talking through what their experience at Biomed is. So definitely come out if you're a student and learn more about it.
Yeah, I'm proud to say my daughter's going to be doing a class on how to break into the biomed industry. I know you were instrumental in inspiring her, Jen. So thank you. Now I've been a biomed for a year, but she's already jumped in and coming all the way from Arizona to talk to new students. So she's really excited about that.
We're glad to have her.
Yeah. So Karie, let's talk about what are some of the really fun things that you find that CMIA presents to vendors and biomeds. What are your favorite parts?
The favorite parts are the social interaction and the face-to-face, so you can put a name to the face that you talk to or email on a consistent basis. CMIA is a big little world, so biomeds is a small world. So you see people that could have been on East Coast that are now in California, and it's interesting to learn their lives and their personalities, and then to also bring them in for $25 for, registration and association into CMIA. You get all this education, you get the CEUs, you get a network of people that are there to assist them.
Yeah, isn't that incredible? $25. If you're a biomed in California or the surrounding areas, $25. And let's talk about the food. There's always food at CMIA. Do you have to pay extra for the food, or can you just come and eat your way through the conference?
Well, I'd like to say you could eat your way through the conference, but you can still do that if you buy a ticket. So if you want to come, you have to buy a ticket. You will select all of your meals. You'll get 6 meals included in your registration cost. So 2 breakfasts, 2 lunch, and the awards dinner. And you don't want to miss the awards dinner. We have a keynote there, as well as our Breakup Scholarship, Professional of the Year, and Lifetime Awards that will be handed out. Very exciting. And then if you want to, in addition to that, you can buy an extra ticket for the casino night, which will be awesome. We'll be doing Las Vegas and Sacramento. We'll have poker table, roulette, blackjack. We'll also be having karaoke and a couple other fun items. So hopefully you'll buy the extra ticket to join us for casino night on Saturday.
And if they aren't in the Sacramento area and they need accommodations, where do they go?
If you need accommodations, the conference will be held at the Sheraton Grand Sacramento, and you can find the link to book a hotel in the CMIA Connect block online. So if you look at CMIAConnect.org, there's a link there that'll say hotel or accommodation, and that'll take you directly to the hotel block where you can reserve your hotel room. And it is close enough to the airport that you don't need a car. You could just take Uber from the airport, and everything is in downtown Sacramento near the Riverwalk, so it'll be a good time. And then you'll zip right back to the airport in about 20 minutes.
So let's just talk about okay, so I haven't registered yet. What would be the final day that I can, buy a ticket or attend the conference? Is there a cutoff time?
We will take all registrations until Friday morning. So show up. You can register on your iPhone as you go if you want to. And you can do it in advance if you want to. Prices do increase at the door just because there will be extra logistics, but it's $150 right now for the Thursday, Friday, Saturday event. It'll be $160 at the door if you register anytime after Thursday evening. And that would be Thursday, September 29th.
Okay, good. September 29th. As I know it's right around the corner. Gosh, it's only like, what, a month away?
It's actually like 28 days if you look at the anxiety counter on the TechNation.
Yep. And by the time this goes to air, it'll probably be like 2 weeks. So you got to get in there, but you got to join us. Karie, I know you volunteered with CMIA for I don't even know how many years you've been involved. I mean, you've been a steady pillar in CMIA alongside of Jen since I've been involved in the organization. Are there volunteer opportunities? What if a biomed wants to get more involved in CMIA or the conference? Is there something that they can help with?
There are volunteer opportunities. Yes, I've been with CMIA now since 2009. I started out as a secretary for my local chapter, which was Inland Empire at that point, and then moved the way up and then got to state. If you want to volunteer, look at the website for the chapter in your area, log on for membership, and then join a meeting. So watch your calendars, join the meeting in the next area. You can always reach out. They're always looking for help and support for at the meetings or other conferences. So use your website, get your membership, and then join your chapter and watch the dates and then go for the dinner or afternoon, whatever they may be doing. Each chapter does a little bit different, but join your chapter and help support because this is all volunteers that do this.
Now, Jen, you're a manager, and let's say you have biomeds that come to you and they go, "Hey, boss, can I get a couple days off to go to CMIA?" What would you say, and how should they pitch it to their managers as something that they should let them attend?
Good question. So I don't necessarily think you need to take time off. This is a continuous education training opportunity and goes towards your career development and your performance throughout the year. So I would see this as a benefit of increasing yourself career-wise to your employer, being a more value add. I think the reasons you should go are the hands-on experience that CMIA provides through the sessions. They're 90-minute sessions. You get some good material to take back. Even if it's just you touching base with the topic for the first time, it really sets a desire to grow in that knowledge base after you leave CMIA. I also think you meet people along the way at the conference or in CMIA meeting that you can use as help when you need it, tech support, or just an idea to bounce off if they've seen the same thing where they are. So I think its selling points are education, career development, professional development, networking. All of those would resonate with me if I was to, someone would come to me and ask me, can I go to CMIA?
Nice. Now, what about the classes? Right? What about classes? Do you have to sign up for the classes? How do you plan your schedule? I know it's overwhelming the very first time you go. And even as a speaker, I teach all over the state. It you don't really know like what the plan is when you first hit the floor. You open your book. Oh my gosh. Where should I go? Can you just pop into classes or should you register before?
Good question. You can pop into classes. So we have designed the website that you can look at all the classes in that time block that are being offered. So there's 6 sessions at a time in each time block, and you can pick the one that resonates with you. They all have a bio for a speaker. They also have the information on what class will be offered, so the abstract of that class itself. So between the two of those, you'll have enough information to decide what class is best for your knowledge or your increased knowledge. And then you'll have the opportunity to do that for 5 different windows, 3 opportunities on Friday and 2 on Saturday. Again, you don't need to pre-register. You can do it when you get there, do it on the plane, whatever works for you, but do download the app and then you'll be able to see all of that prior to showing up. And if you do want the CEUs attached to your CMIA profile, or you want just the CEU credits report in general, you do need to log on to your profile and have that available. Because in each session, you will be asked to scan the QR code at the beginning of the session and the QR code at the end of the session to show that you attended. And therefore, we'll give you the CEU from there and automatically trickle over. So again, if you're going somewhere, make sure you show up on time to the class and that you stay through the end to get your full CEU credit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great time, you guys. If you haven't attended a biomed association in your state or in your area and you're not a part of CMIA, I encourage you to reach out. And if you want to reach out to Jennifer, Karie, or myself, we're accessible. We could help you get, logged in or to find the website or if you have any questions. But I got to tell you, you can't miss this event. This is the last event, guys. Wasn't it right before COVID? Right before the world shut down? Wasn't it January?
It was
Yeah, it was.
January 2020.
Yep. Yeah, amazing. It's been a long time, so we missed you guys. And we really want you to come on down to Sacramento or up to Sacramento, depending on where you're coming from, and really reach out and enjoy the experience. I just want to go over a couple more things, ladies. So, what's the attire like? Because I've had biomeds ask me why I don't know what to wear. I don't have anything fancy. Do you have to come fancy to CMIA?
You don't have to come fancy. We'll take you as you are. Typical dress code would be collared shirts, no tie, no jacket needed unless you feel like it, and some dress slack. Flip flops you could probably leave for the casino night. Otherwise, come as you are.
Hey, Carrie, don't you think that some type of business card or make up little slips of paper with your name on it is a good idea?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea always to bring some association to yourself and where you want to be, whether it's your personal email or your work. We will have that, in the registration information, but, bring your business cards. Bring something that if somebody does want to talk to you later, you're ready to have that conversation. And then most and foremost, it's come out to support for your Biomed of the Year that's going to be awarded and the scholarships for the Frank Yip for the upcoming students. So be prepared to, stay and get involved. Don't just come for your class and then head on out. We need everybody to come and stay and listen and support.
Who is Frank Gipp?
Frank Yip is we have a scholarship fund for the students, and Frank Yip is I need to look back on him, but he was a biomed from long before, and he established the fund, and we have some information on him on the website, so you can see how the fund got started and where it all drove from. But we have, I believe, 4 or 5 award winners that are going to get their scholarship award and plaque on the evening of the awards and presentation, plus the Biomed of the Year and the lifetime CMIA members. So it is a great idea to come for the classes, enjoy the lunch, enjoy the dinners, and then support the award ceremonies.
So we're talking cash. How much cash, Jen, is involved in the Frank Gipp scholarships?
The awards are $500 this year. So the 4 winners will be getting a $500 check. We'd love to see them there. If that all works out with their schedule. If not, we'll be mailing it and have a local celebration at their CMIA chapter meeting.
How do you get nominated for Frank Gipp?
Good question. On our website, we've made it super easy for everybody to apply. It's an automated process. You can go right into the website. It's about 3 pages. The first page has probably got 20 fields on it, which includes your first name, your last name, all of the basics, right? Second page is your resume and a letter of recommendation. And the third page, you're confirming everything. You should probably start a little early to get it. So the next time frame we're looking at is having CMIA Connect 2024 in the first quarter of 2024. So nominations will probably be due towards the end of Q4 of 2023. But you can go on now, submit your information early if you want. And then all of that information goes through to the scholarship committee to review. And then winners are notified. And I will add, if you're a winner, you do get a free conference registration to attend. So in a double bonus, you get the $500 check to offset school expenses. And then you get, the free registration to come on up and be part of the award ceremony.
I mean, that's so exciting. I love to go to the award ceremony. I remember my first year. I mean, gosh, it's 10 years ago now. I think we're in San Diego. I just remember being in San Diego. And I didn't know who Frank Gipp was or what the awards were about. But gosh, the party was fun.
Pretty fun. Yeah.
Well, they're always fun when you're there.
God. What's the CMIA of the Year? Like, how do you nominate for that? Is that the same process? Is it from those people or?
The professional of the year and nominated, you can either self-nominate or have somebody nominate for you. Very similar process to the Frank Yip. That does include submitting your typical information about yourself, or your nominator does it for you, a resume, and typically it includes a letter of why you qualify in 3 different areas. How do you support CMIA? How do you support the industry? And how do you support your community? So we're looking for those 3 things when you look. So if you're going to interested in applying for the conference award that'll be handed out 24, go check out those 3 bullet points, some examples of what we're looking for. But it is an electronic submission, very simple if you have everything. The only difference is we do ask for letters of recommendation for the professional of the year. So it's encouraged to get 2 to 4 letters of recommendation to attach to your application. And then the process would be the same, where the committee reviews all applications and notifies the winner at the awards.
No, that's great. I remember Jose from Kaiser. He got it last year. Jose Zambrano. Well deserving. Spends a lot of volunteer time with CMIA.
And if you are interested, you can check out all of the previous winners on CMIA.org. They're all listed there, so it's a very distinguished list.
Yeah, great people. I hope you guys all join us at CMIA Conference, CMIA Connect 2022 in Sacramento. I've really enjoyed spending time with my friends, Karie and Jen. We have a lot of laughs together. So, call us, text us, email us. We're here for you. We want to make this a very successful event, and we've missed your faces. So, ladies, you have anything to add to this conversation? What's your words of wisdom that you can share with them of why they should come and join us at CMIA Connect 2022?
My words of wisdom are to show up. So come, register, support your vendors, support the educators that have flown in to support our event. But the first and foremost is we need your bodies there.
I would second that. We want to be everybody's faces after 2.5 years apart. We want to network. We want to meet new people. And most of all, create some fun and lasting memories. So we hope you'll join us for CMIA Connect 22 in Sacramento.
Thank you, ladies, for joining me today. And we really want to see you up in Sacramento. It's going to be great weather. It's beautiful on the river there. If you've never been, you have to experience that with the Golden Bridge that crosses the Sacramento River. Join us and follow us here at HCM Insider at any place that you listen or watch your podcast. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So if you have any questions, give us a call, send me an email message, LinkedIn message me, and I'll get back to you. Thank you again, ladies, for joining me today. It's been such a pleasure.
Thanks, Cheryl, for having me.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jennifer and Karie, for a great presentation. If you enjoyed today's episode, you might enjoy our ongoing webinar series, Webinar Wednesday. You can find a calendar of upcoming live webinars, as well as an archive of on-demand webinars at webinarwednesday.live. To obtain your certificate for 1 CE credit from the ACI, please remember to click the link located below this podcast title to complete today's survey. If you have any questions, you can reach us at webinar@mdpublishing.com.